Our national anthem will be performed by the Sacred Heart Griffin Senior Choir Ensemble under the direction of Bill Bowser, Jr.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' glare, bombs bursting air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
We ask that you remain standing as the Springfield Fire Department complete the presentation of the colors. Thank you.
And John and Jim with you courtside at the Convention Center. Game 2 on night 2 of the 68th Boys City Basketball Tournament. They're firing some t-shirts up into the students opposite us with a cannon that they just rolled out along the sideline as the color guard leaves the court.
They could have waited until the color guard left the court.
And about 3 or 4 minutes away from tip, Paul will have the starting lineups. One tweak for Sacred Heart Griffin from last night. Lanphier at 14-2. They haven't lost a game to an Illinois team this year. 8-0 in the conference. Southeast nipping at their heels, though. Spartans now 8-1 in the CS8 with the win earlier tonight over the Senators, 54-47. And for Kerry McVickers, it's been tough going in his first year coaching Sacred Heart Griffin. Now 3-13 off their 62-48 loss to the Spartans last night. And SHG is 1-7 in the CS8. Lanphier will have its usual starting 5. Mike McDonald is going over the starters with Paul Packelhofer, who will announce them to the crowd in just a moment. Down the scores table from Mac, Ryan Beach is operating the scoreboard tonight. And Mick Maxwell is on the clock. Last night he worked under an assumed name, Mickey Madison. But he's gone back to Mick Maxwell tonight. Anytime Paul's ready, we'll have the lineups, although we only have one team out on the court. A few more minutes of warm-up, and now Lanphier joins Sacred Heart Griffin on the court. Lanphier will be the guests in black tonight. SHG, the home team for the second consecutive night. Got a good officiating trio. A couple of guys from down in the Metro East, Terry Gallagher and Gary Gustafson, and local boy Mark Powell rounds out the trio. Kevin Paulo, who works a lot of games with Gary and Terry, was originally scheduled but had a conflict, so Mark Powell stepped in. Southeast won the opener in a battle with Springfield High, 54-47. And we're about 2.5 minutes away from the tip. Very impressed with the crowd here on this Friday night. We had 2344 paid attendance last night, almost 3,000 in the building with all the freebies. And typically you think of Friday night in the city tournament, if you get a crowd of about 4,000 for the night, that's pretty good. And I don't think there's any question we're going to exceed that in terms of paid attendance tonight. And tomorrow night, This is a very good chance we're going to have north of 6,000. We should have a huge crowd here, especially as the night progresses. We'll turn down the crowd microphone. You don't have to listen to that private conversation across the way. What do you think, Jim? Can we get 6,500 in here tomorrow night?
Well, it's going to be a tall order. I quit predicting what we're going to get in this building when the Illini decided they were playing here. I'm no longer in the business of guessing how many people from Springfield are going to come and attend things.
Tell you what, I could live to be about 100 years old, and I'll never figure out, with all due respect to UIS, how that game, the exhibition game, drew the biggest crowd.
Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock. That's all I can say.
Lanphier will start its usual 5. Lions have been outstanding this year. Their top player, Bishop, didn't have a real good shooting game last night. He warmed up a bit in the second half, but he was only 1 of 8 from 3. Xavier averaging 24 points a game. Yakima Rose, 15 points and 8 rebounds a game. Cardell McGee had a huge game last night. Here's Paul.
And good evening, everyone. Welcome to the center for tonight's second game on the second night of the 2016 Boys City Basketball Tournament. Tonight's starting lineup for the visiting Lanphier Lions. At a guard, 5'9" junior, 1, Yakima Rose. At guard, 5'8" senior, 5, Xavier Bishop. At guard, number 23, 5'11" junior, Andre Williams. At a forward, 6'3" and a sophomore, 2, Cardell McGee. And at center, 6'6" junior, 50, Will Bowles. The head coach of the Lanphier Lions is Blake Turner. Now the starting lineup for the Sacred Heart Griffin Cyclones. At guard, 5'10" and a senior, 2, Sam Sargent. At guard, number 4, 5'10" junior, Jack O'Connor. At a forward, 6'2" junior, 3, Tim Brunisen. Forward, a 6'2" junior, 12, Avery Andrews. And at center, 6'6" senior, 22, Albert O. Head coach of the Cyclones, Kerry McVickers. The officials for this evening's contest, as assigned by the Central State 8 Conference, Gary Gustafson, Terry Gallagher, and Mark Powell.
Now, Paul gave it the old college try with Okway Benum last night, just decided to go the easy route and call him Albert O.
Cop out.
Man, he was sensational last night, wasn't he, Jim?
Sure was. He was SHG last night.
Yeah, for the first half of the game, he had 17 of their 22.
Not a lot of contributions elsewhere.
A career-high 28 points for Okway Benum. That shattered his previous career best of 21. He'll jump center against William Bowles, wearing number 50 in black for Lanphier.
And Albert O had a double-double against Lanphier the first meeting.
In that 88-64 Lions win. Lions control the tap. A Williams 3 off the right side is good. 6 seconds in, a 3-0 lead for the heavy favorites in this game, the Lanphier Lions. And they put on the press. Brunisen to Sargent off his hands and stolen by Rose just across midcourt. Lions trying to put this one away early. Williams from the same spot, another 3. This one's no good. The rebound is contested. McGee has it right to the basket and he puts it back up and in. 30 seconds in, it's a 5-0 Lanphier lead, and SHG in all sorts of trouble early. Brunisen, who came off the bench last night, gets it half court to Sargent. Low right to Okway Benum. Hard drive to the basket off the glass, no good. And Rose saves in the rebound niftily to McGee at half court. Cardell McGee behind his back, leaves it for Bishop. A ball fake, moves right for 3 on the rim, no good. He's 1 of 9 shooting threes this week, and Andrews has the rebound for the Cyclones. Bishop tries for a steal, got his hands in there, took it away from Andrews. To McGee. Williams right side to Rose. 2-on-1. Scoops it up and in, and Kerry McVickers has seen enough. 7-0 Lions, a minute 6 into the game. They'll check on Avery Andrews, who is shaken up after he turned the ball over in the middle of this SHG 30-second timeout for Steak and Shake. The Lions on the Steak and Shake break with a 7-0 lead. We'll be right back. moment, the Cyclones appear to have lost their composure.
Too many long passes. The key to beating it, you got to be patient. Pass it back and forth and work your way down the floor. They're trying to beat it by throwing it down the floor, and it's not working.
Bishop to forecourt right side, gets a screen, comes left to the top of the key. Outside right to McGee. Into the lane, Williams scoops it up there, won't go from right of the rim. Rebound tapped out long to Sargent, starts the run out with O'Connor. Bounces over to O'Connor, left side, a long three is on the rim and down. Friendly bounce and down for Jack O'Connor, who's averaging 6 per game. 9-3 Lanphier, fast break the other way. Bishop almost traveled on the baseline. Emerges left of the basket and fires it in from 15. First 2 of the night for Bishop, who had 21 last night. And the Lanphier lead is 11-3 at the 5:40 mark of the first. O'Connor in backcourt, long pass to Sargent, right side pull-up from 10 is good. Sargent has a pretty good set shot. He's averaging 7.5 and scored 5 last night. And SHG trying to get back in it. They're down 11-5. 5:20 first quarter. Williams on the right side. Into the corner to Yakima Rose, the impressive junior. And now back to Andre Williams, and he's called for the travel, though he begs to differ with veteran official Gary Gustafson's call.
It's pretty hard to travel when you're dribbling. I didn't catch that one, but
6-foot junior Corey Jones in for Lanphier. The Lions have lost a little depth on their front line as Derek King is no longer eligible. Here's a throwaway, an interception by Bishop at the defensive free throw line.
again throwing 40-foot passes.
And a free throw line jumper at the other end is good for Xavier Bishop, and Kerry McVickers will use a second quick timeout. Bishop has 4 early, and the Lions are all over SHG to the tune of 13-5. 3 minutes in, back after a 30-second break for Steak and Shake. Timeouts. The horn brings them back out. Jim, do you think that any of this is related to what Lanphier saw Southeast go through in the earlier game tonight?
No, I think Lanphier is going to do this no matter what Southeast. I don't think they cared about the Southeast game.
Southeast was up only 1 at halftime and held off the Senators 54-47. Cyclones get it across half court with a long pass to Broker. High on the left, it's Andrews. Hard drive underneath for Avery. Put it up a little bit too hard, and the rebound deflected. Pulled down by McGee for Lanphier. Bishop, pass across the court, intercepted by O'Connor. Back-to-back turnovers. Cyclones to front court, got it to Broker, and he was tripped and fouled by Bishop.
Bishop doesn't think so, but he doesn't have any fouls yet this year, in his opinion, so Bruneisen back.
That's the first one of the night that he'll have to accept. And in fact, the first call that this veteran crew has made in terms of fouls. Here's a lob low to Okwe-Benum. Defenders fall, but he missed the shot as he threw it up off the side of the backboard. Here comes Andrews off the offensive rebound. He's called for the offensive foul. He knocked down McGee. And I'll tell you, Jim, Cardell McGee has been very impressive this week for Lanphier. He's had some good games during his high school career, but I'm not sure he's looked any better than he has the last couple of nights.
He was real good, but he hasn't sustained it for a whole game. He was really good in the first half, and he kind of was mediocre in the second half.
Wound up with 19 and 6 last night. McGee averaging a tick under 10. Rose to Bishop, left of center. Hard pass low to McGee. Gives it up to Rose on the perimeter. Over to Bishop, left side, corner to Jones. Let's go with a 3. That's off the rim. Rebound tapped out long. Okwe-Benum taps it out to Bishop. Lanphier's got numbers. A free throw line jumper is good. Bishop has 3 twos in this game, all from the same spot. And the Cyclones again with an errant long pass as Andrews tried to hit Okwe-Benum with a touchdown pass and threw it out of bounds. So it's 15-5 Lanphier, and Jim, SHG simply has to change their plan of attack against the Lanphier pressure.
Well, Kerry likes to play fast. Kerry doesn't like to slow it down, no matter who the opponent or what the personnel. But, you know, sometimes maybe you need to pull in the reins a little bit. 6 turnovers already.
6 turnovers and 5 points and a 15-5 Lanphier lead. 3:45 in the first. And an offensive foul off the basketball, a moving screen.
Corey Jones. Foul on offense.
Central State A tournament is ongoing in Jacksonville and Decatur and Rochester tonight. At the half, Lincoln on top of Jacksonville 34-21. Glenwood 17, Decatur Eisenhower 12 in the first quarter, and MacArthur leads Rochester 13-10 in the first.
Lincoln has 34 at halftime?
34 at halftime.
Wow.
They haven't been scoring that much in some of their games. That's a good first half for the Railers, who just ended a 6-game losing streak with a win over Rochester. There's a lob intended for Oakway. Benum defended well and knocked it out of bounds by Lanphier. Yeah, we think it has been almost 30 years, Jim, since Lincoln had a 6-game losing streak.
No doubt when Donnie Fultz was the coach. That's it.
Yeah, Neal has not had one.
Nope.
As the Lincoln coach, he had a 5-game losing streak 4 years ago, but never 6 before this year.
I think they lost 11 when that was when Cal Hubbard got ripped.
Defensive foul called on Lanphier's Yakima Rose meantime on the baseline. And Matt Mosley is in for Sacred Heart Griffin, the 6'3 junior. High lob over the head of Brent Eisen, but he runs it down, sends it left side to O'Connor, out to the freshman Broker, across the court to Mosley. Good shovel past Oakway Benum, but he brought it low, and Bowles picked his pocket. McGee ahead to Bishop, races to the other end, and the right-hand layup is good. 8 early for Bishop, all on 2s, none easier than that. It's 17-5 Lanphier, 3 minutes. O'Connor across half court, almost over and back. Comes in on the left side, gives in the corner to Brent Eisen. Again, they hit Alberto, left of the basket. A turnaround shot. Ooh, tough break. Popped out, rebounded by McGee.
0 for 3, Albert.
That's the best look he's had tonight, but it didn't go down. McGee to forecourt on the right side. Bullet pass off the hands of Bowles. He somehow got it back. Yanks it away from Mosley, gives to Williams. Wide on the right side. McGee for 3, no good. And O'Connor on the weak side has the rebound for the Cyclones in white. Jack to forecourt. Hands off left side, Brent Eisen for 3, much too hard. Rebound tapped out long. SHG's Oakway Benum has it. He misses from right of the rim. Alberto gets it again, worked hard, but shot it over the rim. Broker has this one, and he got stuffed cleanly. That's 4 shots, none went down. Broker got another rebound, and a foul is called on the Lions. Cardell McGee will be called for this one, and he's wincing a little bit, holding the small of his back. Derek Briscoe in for the Lions. He moves up in the rotation with King no longer available, 6'3 senior.
Higgerson Harris in there too.
He's the tallest player on the team is Devon, 6'7 senior. 17-5 Lanphier. High right, it's Broker. Hands off to Mosley. Now to O'Connor, left of the jump ball circle against a man. To Broker in the corner. Low right, Oakway Benum charged in on McGee but missed. Ball loose to the court. And Briscoe comes out of there with it and tied up immediately by Oakway Benum, and the Cyclones own the arrow. 17-5 Lanphier, 6 minutes in. Lions scored the first 9 points of the game. How long did that take, Jim?
1 minute, 34 seconds. 24 seconds.
And it comes to Alberto, turns and misses from the left block with the right hand. Another rebound, McGee. Cardell goes coast to coast, gets loose, gets to the basket, and he'll go to the line.
Alberto is 0 for 6 right now, John. Getting chances, they're feeding it to him, but he's just not putting the ball in the basket.
Yeah, that's a night after he missed only 3 shots from the field against Southeast. He made 6 of 9. To the free throw line, McGee. The reach foul at the rim was on O'Connor. That's the first on Jack and the second on the Cyclones, and McGee gets a couple of staff carpet free throws. First one is on the way and no good. He's at 60%. And Nolan Reed, 6'2 junior forward, is in for SHG, and Alberto will get a breather. Cardell McGee with a fashion faux pas. We can see the tag on his shorts as he has flipped over the belt like so many of his teammates have done. In fact, all of them are wearing tag out, it looks like. I guess that's this year's version of the headband group. Second free throw also no good. He'd probably make those 2 if he'd stick that tag in the back of his shorts. Cyclones rebound and come to forecourt, just trying to get back in this game. O'Connor double teamed right side, low to Reed. Is he going to try to force it up? No. Wide to Mosley, left side, missed a 3. Long rebound to Bishop. Can he beat everybody down court? You bet he can. The layup is good. And he got fouled. It's going to be an intentional foul, an unnecessary shove, as Bishop laid it up and in, and the Lions will shoot free throws and get the ball.
Wow.
There's a little frustration there. Bishop holding the small of his back as he went into the basket support after he laid it up and in. Gary Gustafson came in. He hustled down court to see the play well and called the intentional foul on O'Connor. It's the second on Jack. And the free throw for Bishop is good. Bishop has scored 11. He's at 79% from the free throw line. 20-5 Lanphier, and because of the nature of the foul, a chance for a rare 4-point play with a 2-point field goal. Bishop another free throw. He rims it in. Yeah, you don't see that very often, do you? So that's 12 early for Bishop. He had missed a 3 early. Has he missed any other shots?
No, that's it. Just the 1-3.
He's had 3 jumpers from the free throw line and a couple of layups now. 21-5, Bishop has outscored SHG by 6 points. And his teammates have added 10 to the total. 1:26 to play first quarter. At the moment, it appears we'll have an outright third-place game in the early one tomorrow night. And an outright championship game at 8 between Lanphier and Southeast. A deep 3 for Bishop. He's going right back to the line to shoot 3 free throws.
Brenneisen got him that time.
Yeah, it's been a tough start to the season for the Cyclones. Their body language right now suggests most of them would like to be anyplace else but out on the court.
Well, they need to go back in the locker room and start this one over, that's for sure. Not going very well. 3 free throws for Bishop, 12 points.
And the first one for Bishop is good. So 13 for Zay, and he's made all 3 of his free throws. And the next one for Bishop is coming, and that one's good. He's got one more for Staff Carpet. Remember how we were bragging on Lincoln's offense, Jim?
Uh-huh.
We had a bad score on the first one. It's actually in the third quarter now with 3:30 to go. Lincoln's still sitting on 29 points. And Jacksonville's in front by 10, 39-29 at the bowl. Meantime, Bishop hits all 3 of his free throws, so I guess Lincoln has not solved their offensive dilemma just yet. 24-5, and here's a trip by Corrington Jones as Mosley hit the court hard. Out near midcourt, and that'll be the 6th foul on Lanphier. We've had 10 fouls called in the last 3.5 minutes of the game.
This is a 13-0 run by the Lions. 11-5 at one point, now it's 24-5.
Started the game on a 9-0 run, up by 19. Brenneisen deep on the left side, double teamed, up top to Mosley, bounces right side Andrews, back to Mosley. Avery Andrews in on Bishop to the 3-point line, gives to Brenneisen. Between the circles, Mosley, high lob across the court, dangerous pass. Broker came to it well. Back to Mosley, steps through a double team. Good pass, low to Reed. Rose got a piece of the shot cleanly. And then Yakima couldn't bring in the rebound. He dropped it out of bounds.
Nice defense. Yakima Rose dropped down and got the ball from behind as Rose went up. Ball goes out of bounds, and the Cyclones will retain possession. Alberto comes back in, and Nick Broker takes a seat.
Halftime score from Decatur. Glenwood on top of Eisenhower in the CSA tournament, 25-20. High lob to Reed, high on the left side. A ball fake gets Bishop off his feet, and a nice jump shot for Reed goes down. Nolan Reed averaging almost 4 points per game. 24-7. Lanphier on top by 17, half a minute. Andre Williams looks back at fourth-year head coach Blake Turner in a dark gray suit with red tie tonight. We'll see if he brings out the Arlen Lober orange blazer for tomorrow night's game. Blake wants his team to hold for one shot. And Andre Williams obliges with Andrews now within the 6-foot zone to start the 5-second count. We're down to 10 seconds.
Looks like it's a boxing one with Brenneisen shadowing Bishop.
And 6 seconds to go. Williams charges in right. Threw a double team. Threw it way too hard over the rim. The rebound to Rose, but a foul. And it'll be on SHG. 1.3 seconds remaining in the first quarter, which has been completely dominated. They're going to call it on Lanphier. Caught on Derek Briscoe. 6th on the team. Brenneisen from half court lets it fly. A line drive shot that went left of the rim. And what a quarter for Lanphier. They are sitting on an 8-game city tournament winning streak dating back to 2013 when they lost on the middle night of the tournament to that year's champion Southeast. 24-7 Lanphier over SHG. Back in a minute.
Heat damages automotive batteries. Cold weather.
Convention Center, Jim Rupert, John Levin at halftime. After one quarter, Lanphier leads SHG 24-7. Lions shot 60%, 9 out of 15. SHG shot 18%, 3 out of 16. 15 points for Bishop, leads the way for Lanphier. A couple guys with 2 for SHG.
And Yakima Rose at the head of the key. Guarded by Reed, taking him one-on-one. Rose lost him with an ankle-breaking move. Got to the rim with the left hand. It's in.
Now they're playing box and one, so that means that Rose will take over the game.
26-7. SHG trying to take Bishop out of the game. Lions by 19. Reed out of control, ran into Bowles, bounced off of him, missed a shot off the backboard, but it came down to Okwe-Benum, who has his first 2 of the night. 26-9, a Bishop 3 deep off the right side, won't go, and Albert O skies for the rebound for the Cyclones. Missouri football recruit. They're going to get him in the weight room, and he's going to be quite a specimen in Columbia. Brent Eisen to forecourt, Okwe-Benum at the high post left. 7 minutes to play first half. It's been all Lanphier. They hand off to Andrews. Left side drive. It won't go at the rim. Rebounded by Reed, who puts it back up and in. Second basket for Nolan Reed. And Blake Turner not very happy with the way the second quarter has begun. He calls time. He's going to bark at Andre Williams and some of Andre's teammates. A 30-second steak and shake timeout. Second game on the second night at the city tournament. Jacksonville-Lincoln game in the non-city CSA tournament is tightened up after 3. Jacksonville 43, Lincoln 38. If Jacksonville wants to stay in the race for the conference championship, they got to get that one. I think Lincoln's probably already dropped out of it. Or they have 4 conference losses.
At least.
Rose drives into the high post left, hands off to Bishop. Here it's Lanphier 26, SHG 11. Bishop in on Brent Eisen, looked for the foul, didn't get it, and threw up a shot that barely grazed the rim, rebounded by Bowles, who lost it going up against tight defense. Good work by Okwe-Benum. Cyclones playing a little better this quarter, come to forecourt. Brent Eisen on the right side for 3, no good. McGee, head high to the rim, has the rebound. Quickly ahead to Rose. Rose goes all the way under, stuffed, but fouled by Andrews, who talks a little smack after putting Rose into the basket support.
But very physical so far. A lot of banging, a lot of collisions inside that they've let go.
Well, Andrews wanted to challenge Rose, and you don't have a problem with that, but Jim, he's arguably the most important player for the Cyclones, and it seems like every game you look up and he's in foul trouble.
Yeah.
For Rose, the free throw is off the rim, no good, wide right.
Higgerson Harris back in the game, replacing Big Will Bowles.
All that noise you're hearing from the crowd is the Springfield High students who have stuck around for this game.
They're working real hard for that Spirit Award. They didn't get it last year.
If you're a Southeast fan, put out a challenge to your kids to show up in bigger numbers tomorrow night. Second free throw, no good. Rose missed them both, and Andrews rebounds. He dribbles to forecourt, gives the left side to Sargent, who has re-entered and buries a 3. Sam Sargent noses ahead of Brent Eisen for the team lead with his 26th made 3. 26-14 Lions. Great move by McGee. Got to the rim up the right baseline. Got fouled on the miss. And 2 free throws for McGee. McGee hesitated in the middle of that drive. Looked like he was going to bring it back out to the side. And then darted to the basket and drew the foul.
Alberto.
First on Okwe-Benum. Big first game of the city last night for McGee. 19.6 rebounds. He's missed a couple of free throws and now 3. And Lanphier has missed now half of their 10 free throws. Bishop's made all 5 of his. McGee is 0 for 3. Rose was 0 for 2 just a moment ago. 5:59 first half. Second free throw is on the rim, no good. And a steal by Williams from Reed. Got it to McGee and a chance for a 3-point play. Boy, it's got to be frustrating if you're SHG.
Yeah, Reed got the rebound, and they're challenging all the rebounds. Knocked it away right to McGee. McGee scores, and lot of feel that they're kind of just toying with him right now.
28-14, Okoye-Benum picks up his second foul in 4 seconds. And for the three-point play, Staff Carpet free throw swishes for McGee, who has scored 5. 29-14. Cyclones had it as close as it had been in some time before that. Andrews lost the dribble, ball loose on the floor. Avery runs it down, still in backcourt, and a foul on Lanphier will send him to the line. 14 fouls already.
2 on McGee. Corrington Jones on the bench with a couple. Although he's up and ready to come back in.
He'll check in along with SHG's Austin Chapman. Chapman in for the first time, a wide-bodied junior at 6'1".
Reed gave him good minutes there. Reed was good while he was in the game.
Yeah, very active.
A lot of energy, yeah.
Got a couple of baskets. Avery Andrews, meantime, at 58%, one in bonus here. And that one's no good. Rose tips the rebound. Can Williams run it down? Nope, Andrews beat him to it. Cyclones keep it. Sargent the free throw line, steps in from 10. That's good. Sam Sargent has 7. He has 7 of his team's 16. 29-16, Lanphier 5.5 in the first half. Springfield and SHG in the early game tomorrow. Lanphier and Southeast in the late game. Bishop with the ball, drives right around Brent Eisen to the baseline and banks it up and in. 17 for Bishop, his first 2 of the second quarter. 31-16 Lions, 5:15 first half, and they put on a diamond in 1 press. Andrews has his pass up the sideline, deflected, ball loose to the court. Picked out of there by Corey Jones. Jones at half court off another Griffin turnover.
9 for
Up top,
SHG.
Bishop, an open 3 is good.
First 3 of the night.
And his 44th of the year. Bishop is down in the low 30s in terms of percent. SHG has to burn a third timeout. They couldn't get the ball in. It'll be a 60-second timeout. 4:51 first half. 34-16 Lanphier back after a 1-minute break for Steak and Shake.
That's my boy. That's my boy.
Tribler.
There you go, and Evan Bieto is the other assistant, the former Pleasant Plains star. They're all trying to figure out some answers here. Good lob play from Sergeant Loda. Okoye-Benum, but Albert missed the short shot, and then he climbed on a back and commits his 3rd foul. That's not the answer the coaching staff was looking for.
1 for 8 from the floor.
So Andrews has 2 fouls. Okoye-Benum has 3.
1 for 9. I missed 1.
And Matt Mosley will check in for Albert O with 4:40 left in the first half, and SHG just desperately trying to hang in there. Much different story in the opener tonight. Springfield High coming in on a 14-game losing streak, gave Southeast a scare. Spartans pulled it out 54-47 as Trevion Williams hit some clutch free throws. For Corrington Jones, the front end of the 1 and bonus is good. 6-foot junior at 73%. Sometimes goes by Corey. So a 19-point Lanphier lead, 35-16.
And Springfield High and SHG are a little bit different in that SHG relies on Albert to get its points, and Springfield High is all perimeter.
Yeah. Next one for Jones coming for a 20-point lead. He got it, rimmed it in. And all Lanphier, 36-16, 4:40 in the second. They keep the press on. Sargent in backcourt, left side to Brent Eisen. Still haven't crossed the timeline. They're on the 7 count and get it across now to Chapman. On the left side, wide right to Sargent for 3. No good. Rebounded out of bounds off the hands of Bowles, who battled Mosley for a possession. And the Cyclones will inbound on the baseline to the left of the basket. Matt Mosley to trigger, gets it to Brenneisen, who was left alone but missed a short shot from left of the basket. Chapman with the offensive rebound and a foul called on the Lions. Boy, how about those Springfield High kids in the black t-shirts and the red towels across from us? They're
fired up.
They have had the loudest student section tonight. And they've all stayed. They've got that entire section filled, section 105 across from us. Foul was called on Higgerson Harris, and for Chapman in the front end of the one and bonus, rims off no good. Brenneisen saved it in, but right into the hands of Rose of Lanphier. Lions having their way with SHG. Rose to front court midway through the second quarter. 36-16 Lanphier. Lions beat SHG by 24 at Lobernica December 8th.
Sargent is the one in the box and one now guarding Bishop.
And out wide to Williams, bounces to Higgerson Harris, who missed the short shot from left of the basket. Mosley has the rebound after he tapped it to himself off the backboard. Matt gives it front court to Chapman, who turns and looks. Up high for Nick Broker, free throw line to Brenneisen, to Chapman on the right side from 15, left it short, followed his miss, had it briefly, but it came off his hands, and Higgerson Harris runs it down for the Lions. Quickly Bishop angling in from the right side, good pass, low to Rose, hammered, put it up and in anyway. What a strong kid, 5'9" junior, Yakima Rose, and that was sick.
That's impressive.
Man, how did he get that in? Matt Mosley had his wrist. Now Bishop wincing a little bit. He came down awkwardly. He got dinged on a intentional foul earlier in this half. And Yakima Rose, off that impressive field goal, has scored 8 tonight. They'll get Bishop a breather. Let him heal at the bench, and the 6'5" freshman Carl Wright is in for Lanphier. Wright was getting more varsity minutes at the start of the year, and they could really use him to come on down the stretch.
Well, without Derek King now, they definitely need him.
Yeah, for the benefit of depth. Free throw for Rose, no good, so no three-point play. Mosley had the rebound, but symbolic of the way this first half has gone, for Sekadar Griffin had his feet go out from under him. And it's out of bounds to Lanphier. Lincoln and Jacksonville hooked up in a good one as Gary Gustafson blows his whistle and wants Rose and Sargent to quit yapping at each other. Gary says if anybody's going to be doing the talking, it'll be me. Oh, did he call a foul? Yes, he did. Called a foul on Yakima Rose.
2 on Rose. McGee is already on the bench with 2.
Lincoln Jacksonville now a 1-point game in favor of the Railers, 44-43 with 2.5 to go in the fourth quarter at the Bowl. And also in the CSA tournament tonight at the RAC, halftime score MacArthur 33, Rochester 23. So Austin Chapman, who apparently was fouled by Rose before Rose and Sargent went at it, gets a 1 in bonus and missed off the 9th foul by Lanphier. SHG not shooting free throws well either, and Carl Wright pulls down the rebound. A long first half for the home team, the Cyclones.
8 out of 15 shooting free throws for Lanphier.
38-16 Lions basketball. Jones has it high on the right. Up top to Rose, got a screen, releases a 3, got knocked down, banked it in. What a half for Rose. He can't believe it. A chance for a 4-point play. Yakima put his hands to his face after he saw that ball bank in, like he was as surprised as anybody. And Sam Sargent called for the foul. And there is a collectively dejected look across from us on the SHG bench. They've run out of answers for this third in the state Lanphier team.
That 96-point game is maybe in jeopardy today.
This one for Rose is good. Yeah, a lot of that's going to depend on how many Lanphier wants to score tonight, it would appear. Lanphier, back in the day, scored 98 in a city tournament game. That's the all-time record. Free throw good to make it 42-16. A Sargent 3 out of the right side is good. Sargent's offense has been the one bright spot for the Cyclones tonight. Sam has 10 already.
Ends another 13-0 run by Lanphier.
And they'll start one here on a beautiful drive through the lane and a scoop layup right to the rim by Williams. Second field goal for Andre, who has scored 5, 44-19. Lanphier 2.5 in the second. Tim Brenneisen walks it up. High post right to Broker, turns and gives to Mosley. A left wing three is no good, rebounded by Rose. Quickly ahead, Williams. Takes it himself, lost his balance and the ball, and Mosley has it for SHG. They've got a 2-on-none. Broker, respecting his elders, gave it to Sargent, who missed as Rose came back to defend. He was right at the rim. SHG got their own rebound. They'll try it again. Bullet pass low to Chapman. Nicely done. Mosley the assist, and Chapman the basket from right out front of the rim. 44-21. SHG got 2 points, though they made it much harder than it had to be. 1:50 to play first half. A Bishop 3.5 off the right side, hits nothing but net. Bishop standing about 2 steps in front of Gary Moser. Puts in the three and has scored 23 tonight. His second three of the first half, and the Cyclones throw it away on the right sideline right in front of the Lions bench.
And the way the Cyclones have guarded Bishop tonight, they might as well call on Gary Moser to go out there and try to guard him, because they haven't stopped him yet tonight.
I'd pay $6 to see that. 47-21. Reed will come back on for SHG for Broker. And for the Cyclones, Jim, this basically becomes a survival mission.
Yeah, now you're playing to look for positives.
Cross half court is Bishop. Wide right to Andre Williams. Hands off to Rose. Curls in, loses his defender. And he's going to be called for the offensive foul as he turned his back to Sargent. He used his off arm to clear space.
Good call. Third foul on you, Akima Rose.
Another update from the CSA tournament at Eisenhower after three. A 2-point lead for Glenwood, 33-31. Glenwood has lost a couple in the conference, so that's a critical game for them. And Cyclones with side-to-side passing. They have re-entered Avery Andrews. They do get it to front court. Jack Bowl, who started last night, is on the court for the first time for SHG, 6'2" junior forward. Sargent, a deep three off the right side, missed that badly. Andrews the rebound, passes low to Bowl. He spins and draws the foul on William Bowles. And singular Bowl, fouled by plural Bowles. Will shoot a pair of free throws.
Well done.
Thank you. Now if I can keep him straight for the rest of the night.
And one of them's named Jack.
After dredging up the name of Mick Madison last night, I'm not sure I can keep anything straight. Jack Bowl, 57%. He airballed the free throw. Mick Madison was my high school driver's ed instructor. Heard some interesting stories on those drives.
Thank you for that. That relates very well to the city tournament timekeeper.
Free throw no good, and Derek Briscoe pulls this one down. Bowl did hit the rim with that one. Mick Maxwell very concerned about how he was going to be represented in the media. I don't think he's made any mistakes on the clock this week. He's got Ryan Beach, though, riding herd on him over there. Ryan's operating the scoreboard. Bishop, top of the key, loses Brent Eisen and pops a three that is good. Boy, when he gets going, there's nobody who can heat up like Xavier Bishop. He has 26 in the first half tonight. Here's Bowles spinning left of the basket, losing Bowles, but missing the short shot half a minute to go. In this SHG nightmare, rebounded by Jones. 50-21 Lanphier. 24 seconds, they'll pull it out and play for one, and SHG says thank you very much.
You know which one it's going to be.
Bishop always likes to take the buzzer beaters, and he makes a very good percentage. He's got the ball right of the jump ball circle with 8. Starts in on Brent Eisen with 6, still walking it up with 4. Backs it out, a deep three is good. A capper to the first half of the center, a 4-3, and a 29-point half for Xavier Bishop. A 53-21 Lanphier lead, and one of the best performances in a half at the city tournament we've seen in some time for a team. Back after this 3-minute timeout.
It's Joe Rupnick's Dublin Pub on Wabash.
Second half of the second game on the second night of the 68th City Basketball Tournament. 53-21 Lanphier. You heard that right. 29 for Xavier Bishop in the first half. 10 off Dave Robish's city tournament record. Cyclone basketball.
50-year-old record, John.
Yeah. There's a couple of generations who have lived through that period of time not seeing their record matched or broken. Avery Andrews starts the second half for the Cyclones with his first basket. Shot it in from right of the basket on a good drive and an 8-footer. 53-23. Lanphier's lead is 30. Lions headed to the basket at the east end to our left. Bishop drives in right side, banks it in, and he's got 31. Bishop had a poor shooting game last night, but he has been on fire all night and has 31. 55, 30, or at least 23. 55-23. A lob to Okwe Benum, and he got clubbed across the back by Cardell McGee, who went up to try to intercept that pass left to the basket.
Third foul on McGee.
His first team foul.
SHG back to throwing those 35-foot passes up in the air.
7:11 on the clock in the third quarter. Andrews will put the ball in play from left of the rim on the baseline. Out to Brent Eisen for a corner three on that side that's no good. Bowles tipped the rebound, but right to Reed, who goes in strong and lays it in. Nice night off the bench for Nolan Reed. He has scored 6. Long pass ahead to McGee. SHG's Okwe Benum got there and affected the shot. It's no good. He may have gotten a piece of that. Reed rebound. Cyclones to forecourt down 30. Hard drive by Andrews, bodied by Bowles with a clean block. The run out ahead to Bishop. He's going to take it himself around Sargent, and he's got 33. 6 off the Robish record. 33 for Bishop, 57-25, and he hasn't had to work that hard for his first 2 baskets of the second half. Lions by 32 at the free throw line. Albert O steps inside Bowles, missed a short jumper. Reed the offensive rebound, and a foul on Lanphier down on the court. Now you give credit, Jim, when you watch a game like this to a kid like Nolan Reed. His minutes have kind of diminished of late, but he's come in there and he's really put together a solid effort.
Yeah, he's playing the same way that he played when he was a starter, and that's the way you get back in the lineup and in the rotation.
And it comes to Sargent, a quick three out of the right corner that's no good, and Lanphier's got it. Bishop's cherry picking. They find him at the other end. He lays it up and in, and that's 35. 35 for Xavier Bishop, 4 off the city tournament single game record. 59-25. Lanphier by 34, and Andrews with a shot that he started from about hip high on the drive to the basket. It barely got off his hands before it was swatted out of bounds. Was that McGee who got up there?
No, Bowles.
William Bowles
knocked it away.
Another block. He had one earlier this quarter. 2 minutes into the second half. Sargent tees up a 3 off the left wing. Missed that. And Reed inside Bishop. Good rebound and a feed to Brent Eisen left of the rim. Laid it in. Tim Brent Eisen's first 2 of the night. Zipping to the other end. Bishop laid it up and in, but fouled on the floor before the shot. So wipe off that basket. 59-27 Lions, and Bishop will have to try another shot to try to get closer to the 39-point record. 5:52. Avery Andrews called for his 3rd foul. Another night where Avery's in foul trouble. And it comes to Bishop. A 3 out of the right corner is good.
5 threes, 2 off that record.
7 made threes by Darren Lucas and Drew Cheney of SHG and Southeast on the same night in 94. Now McGee is called for a needless foul on Andrews in the backcourt. So Bishop with 38 and a 62-27 Lanphier lead. Yeah, that's a 35-point lead. Maybe Blake ought to take Bishop out for the rest of the night and rest him.
Yeah.
Cardell McGee will have to sit. That's his 4th foul. And that one didn't make a lot of sense. Andrews comes across half court. 5.5 to go, third quarter. Bishop 1 basket away from a record-setting night. A Brent Eisen 3 is good out of the right corner. And Tim Brent Eisen has 26 threes. He's 1 behind Sargent, who has made his 26th and 7th tonight. They're both at about 33%. Bishop with the ball. Dribbles to the top of the key. A 15-footer in front of the rim. He airballed that. Andrews rebound. 62-30 Lanphier. Quickly ahead to Okwe Benum. A long step to the basket, but he missed the layup. Rebounded by Lanphier. Bishop under the defensive rim. Breaks out. Lions have numbers. Bishop with a bounce pass. Left side to Williams for 3. No good. Rebounded by Rose in one motion. He missed. Tipped it up. No good, but right back up on that pogo stick, and he tipped it up and in again. 3 shots and 2 points for Rose, who has 14 tonight. 64-30 Lanphier. A steal by Rose. Quickly ahead to Bishop. Williams to the left of him. Bishop to the basket. Laid it up and in for a city tournament record, and he'll go to the line.
hope Paul knows that that's a record.
40 points for Bishop, getting congratulations from his teammates. A fourth foul on Andrews. Bowles will sit for Derek Briscoe.
Number 10 into the ball game for the Cyclones.
Andre Williams was to the left of Bishop on that 2-on-1. I don't think he was counting on getting a pass.
For one shot.
11 points in 3.5 minutes of the second half, and Bishop will try to add to the record that he just set. The rebound rolls around the rim and topples in for his 41st point. So history tonight at the center, and remember, Bishop's 2 threes away from tying that record for a single game. 67-30 off the staff carpet free throw for a three-point play. And the right corner Broker across the court to Mosley. Left baseline to Reed, back to Mosley. He'll go to the line as he was clipped by Williams on the jump shot.
Tim Schweitzer, why don't you run over there and let Paul know?
23, Andre Williams. His first.
Tim's listening to a better game, apparently.
Oh, okay.
Tim is keeping tabs on the CSA tournament scores, and we appreciate that effort. Matt Mosley's free throw is good. 6'3" junior averaging 2 points a game. Austin Chapman will come in on the front line for Reed for the Cyclones. 67-31. I think somebody will get Paul's attention, and maybe between quarters we'll have an announcement. For Mosley, the free throw is good. By the way, all of these highlights will be available a few hours after the end of tonight's game on channel1450.com. Zach and Chase and Derek and the gang have done an outstanding job of not only covering the games this week in the city tournament, but all the sights and sounds off the basketball court that make this such a special event. 67-32, Noah Branson from Williamsville High School. One of their interns is joining them here this week. Bishop top of the key, backs it out for a three. That's no good from straight out front. He was guarded that time by sophomore Datavian Woodson, playing his first varsity minutes. And SHG got the rebound, but turned it over. Bishop with a long bounce pass. Low to Williams, laid it in from left of the basket. 69-32. Bishop gets an assist on that one. And now he gets a foul as he bumps Woodson out by midcourt.
After fouls on 5, Xavier Bishop. His second.
Second on Bishop.
15.
Sets up for a third place game and a championship game with no ties here at the city tomorrow. Springfield High and SHG will play at 6.
You're conceding this one already,
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Broker on the right side steps inside the three-point line, up top to Woodson, and he whistles a pass low past Jack Bowen out of bounds on the baseline. Datavian is Detavian, and we know because we had the young man spell it for us last night before Game 1. He joined the roster in time for the city tournament. SHG's had a couple of kids drop off the team. 69-32 Lanphier. We still have a quarter and 3 minutes to play. Bishop zigs and zags, pulls in right side, got fouled as the shot topples off the rim. 2 more free throws for Bishop, who's made all 6 of his tries tonight.
His first, 13.
41 for Bishop.
2 shots for Xavier Bishop.
Dave Robish had 39 against Feichens 50 years ago.
Incredible.
To set the city tournament record. Bishop hits the free throw and is sitting on 42. And he may want to push it out there as long as he's still in the game, so that it's another 50 years before somebody breaks the record.
Well, he won't play in the fourth quarter.
Free throw for Bishop is good. He probably recognizes that. Sitting on 43 right now is Bishop. And a steal by Rose on a Woodson pass. 71-32 Lanphier. A Bishop 3 off the right side. Knocks it down. He's one off that record. 6 threes for Bishop tonight. And 46 points. 2:40 to go third quarter. 74-32 Lanphier. Remember, the team record for points was set by the Lanphier team 20 years ago with 98. Here's a bounce pass into Mosley right to the lane. He's bumped and fouled.
Lanphier foul 34 on Higgerson Harris.
Higgerson Harris, who had come in on the last dead ball, is called for his second. And the 6th on the team. Cyclones will shoot on the next one. Lanphier opened this game on a 9-point run. Led 24-7 after one. 53-21 at the half. That's the kind of night it's been.
Boom.
And a pass thrown by Chapman over the head of Mosley.
Saw that one coming.
And Lanphier basketball. 2:24 to go. From Decatur, big win for Glenwood tonight in the CSA tournament, 51-46 over Eisenhower. Rochester loses to MacArthur at home, 68-49. And in overtime, Jacksonville defeats Lincoln 63-59. Those are the 3 games in the non-city CSA tournament tonight. A Bishop 3 from right of center, no good as he tried to tie the record. He missed it wide right. Higgers and Harris grabbed the rebound and was fouled down on the floor.
Who was the foul on? They need to let somebody.
Well, they could go over and tell Mickey Madison at the scorer's table. They just saying out of bounds, or are they jawing with each other?
Oh, okay, yeah, it's Woodson and
Woodson
Bishop.
and Bishop. Well, Datavian Woodson comes in the game and he's giving Bishop the business, and Gary Gustafson has had enough of it. Into Bishop, a left side 3, online but short. Rebounded by Bowl. Bishop has had 2 tries at tying the most 3s in a single game at City. Jump shot no good for Broker from the left side. Rebounded by Mosley with good hustle. Lays it up and in. 74-34 Lanphier. 1:40 left in the third. Bishop top of the key. He wants some clearing out here. He takes Woodson to the basket with the right hand. Banks it up no good. And a blocking foul will send him right back to the line. So 46 for Bishop. He's left poor Dave Robish in his dust here. 1:34 to go, third quarter. Nobody along the lane for Lanphier with the lines up by 40 late in the third. Deep knee bend, free throw for 47 points is good. Bishop hasn't missed a free throw tonight. 9 of 9. Lanphier has made 13 of 20. And after this, they will celebrate for a while and then get ready for Southeast in the championship game tomorrow night. Bishop hits the free throw. He's got 48. He may be coming out. Timeout Lanphier. A 30-second break for Steak and Shake. Your score, Lanphier 76. Sacred Heart Griffin 34. During the timeout, the supervisor of officials for the CS8 just looked over at Jim Rupert and asked him, how many? That's what everybody's asking tonight. How many points? And the answer is 46 for Bishop, right?
Oh, boy.
Now,
SHG, Lanphier fell asleep coming out of the huddle. SHG threw it the length of the floor and then threw it away.
Is it 46 or 48 for Bishop? Let's not lose track.
I don't.
Yeah, he made those 2 free throws a moment ago, so it's 48.
Yeah, 48.
And he's going to try for 3 off the right side. No good. He's missed his last 3 triples. Offensive rebound for Lanphier. Put up and in by deep reserve Jaden Collins, the 5'7" senior. Good to see him on the court. Steal by Bishop. Woodson lost the dribble.
50.
Bishop 450 lays it up and in. He can make it 51. Oh, is Mark going to call the foul before the shot? No basket. Mark Powell has the foul on Woodson before the shot. No sense of the dramatic for Mr. Powell.
And no free throws because it's not bonus yet.
Lanphier also has Cameron Smith in the game, 5'9" junior, along with Kerry Coleman. A lot of deep reserves. Bishop's still out there, though, with a record inside if he can make another 3. He can tie Lucas and Cheney from 94. Top of the key, Bishop. He's going to drive in and draw the foul on Woodson on the reach, and that's just 6 on the team, so no free throw. 15 in the first quarter, 14 in the second, and 19 in this quarter for Xavier Bishop. He's made 16 of 23 from the field and 6 of 10 from 3. And Bishop gets the inbounds pass, drives right baseline, floats it up, no good, but he'll go to the line with a chance for 50 points. And at the free throw line, he hasn't missed. 10 of 10.
His first 17.
He's also got 3 rebounds and 3 assists. Foul was called on Jack Bowl, his first of the night. 49 seconds, and now 49 points for Bishop as he swishes the first of 2 staff carpet free throws. Bishop had 21 last night. Second free throw good, that gives him 50. They're gonna get him.
Number 20, Derek Briscoe.
There you go. Bishop out of the game, Derek Briscoe in for him.
Xavier Bishop this evening has set an all-time tournament record with 50 points.
And a round of applause from the crowd as Paul Packeloffer announces the 50-point performance by Xavier Bishop. At the other end, Mosley drives in on the right side and banks it in. 79-36 Lanphier. Bishop has more than 60% of his team's points tonight. He has 71 this week, and that is 27 short of the Robish record of 98 in a 3-game tournament. I guess that's within reach tomorrow night if Southeast can't keep him quieter. Here's a drive in up the left side of the lane by Collins of Lanphier, and he's fouled with 21 seconds to play in the third quarter. Well, we had a nice crowd tonight for a Friday night, and those on hand have witnessed some city tournament history. For Jaden Collins, the free throw is good. He's now 2 of 5 on the year. 80-36. And for Collins, another one coming. That one's good. He has 4 points quickly off the bench. 81-36 Lions. Southeast won the opener. A markedly different game, 54-47 over SHS. 10 seconds in the third. A Mosley 17-footer is good. 8 points on the quarter for Mosley. 81-38, 3 seconds to go, and a pass by Jaden Collins deflected out of bounds on the side by an SHG hand. 28-point quarter for Lanphier. Get the ball in and then lose it temporarily. Cameron Smith had Woodson step in front of him and kick it out of bounds. Back to Lanphier. 1.2. High lob. They get it down under the basket, but through the hands of Wright out of bounds. Third quarter ends with Lanphier up by 43, and Bishop on a 50-point performance tonight, relaxing on the Lanphier bench. Back in a minute.
Previous tournament record of 39 set by Dave Robish at Springfield High against Lions.
CDS Office Technologies is pleased to announce its partnership with Samsung Business, a global leader in mobility and information.
Secretary Griffin had the ball to begin the fourth quarter. Winning 50-50 ticket number has been drawn. That winning 50-50 ticket number is 119-0323. 119-0323. You will receive $637 if you claim your prize at the Northwest corner.
It's 81-38 Lanphier leading Sacred Heart Griffin. And Jim Rupert has some numbers through 3 quarters.
Lions shooting 60% from the floor, 28 out of 47. Xavier Bishop, here's the line, 16 of 23, 6 of 11 on threes, 12 of 12 from the line, 3 rebounds, 50 points, 3 assists, 1 turnover, 3 steals, played 23 minutes.
Connor Ingram, who has entered for the Cyclones, just missed a 3 out of the right corner. SHG gets the offensive board. Out it comes to Woodson, steps on the gas, now spins left, lost the ball, off the takeaway, a run out for Lanphier. Lead pass to Smith. Good hustle by Reed to keep him from an uncontested layup, but a foul on Nolan. And 2 free throws for Cameron Smith. So Bishop will end the night apparently with 6 threes. One night after Jordan Stapleton of Southeast threw in 5.
His first. Cameron Smith will have
And
2
Jaron
shots.
Lucas and Drew Chaney can hang on to their city tournament record at 7 threes in a game performance for another night. Free throw is short for Smith. In the Sangamo big game tonight, Athens, which had only lost 2 games all year, loses to Riverton 44-41.
Well, you take away the start of the year for Riverton, and they're pretty good.
Yeah, they've lost only a couple in the last month and a half. Free throw is good for Cameron Smith. Riverton lost to St. Teresa in the championship game of the St. T tournament at the holidays. And they lost in the county tournament on their first night to Rochester. That's it, since they opened the season with an 0-4 start. Here's a pass low to Reed. He lost it going up from right in front of the rim. 82-38 Lanphier. 7:11 to play as the Lions are 16 short of tying this single game record for points by a team. Inbounds pass to Broker, bounces low to Chapman left side. Top of the key, and Ingram 3 won't go, and the rebound off the hands of Broker to Lanphier, I think. That is the call. Live on YouTube tonight and tomorrow night, you can watch the replays of the game in the days ahead on cable channel 22. The only live video is on the YouTube channel. SPS channel 22 is what you want to search for. And to drive into the basket, foul call, no foul call. Ball simply lost out of bounds off the hands of Collins as he angled in on the right side. It goes out of bounds to Sycamore Griffin. SHG will fall to 3-14, 1-8 in the league. Their only conference win against Eisenhower earlier this month. On the right side, Vincent Vespa, back from an ankle injury, gives to Ingram left of center, and he was short on a 3. The ball goes out of bounds to Lanphier. Elijah Malik, very lanky junior at 6'5", is in for Lanphier. So I think Lanphier has played everybody who's in the book. Malik is the last eligible Lion to hit the court.
Rudy Esther get in there yet?
Thought I saw him earlier, maybe not. High post right jumper for Malik, no good from 15. The rebound to Ingram of SHG. Playing out the string here. Second game of the second night at City. Reed, a high post right jumper is good. Nolan Reed with the basket for SHG. 82-40 Lions, 6 minutes to play. Nice win for Williamsville, defeating Porta in the Sangamo, 42-28. Bullets having a solid season. And they're still in the Sangamo race, which at the moment is led by Pleasant Plains. Lanphier almost threw it away, retrieved it, got it to Smith, and Cameron Smith buries a 3 from the left wing. 85-40. Lanphier by 45. Vespa 4-3 has the answer off the right side for SHG. Vincent Vespa with that basket.
Vinny Vespa, 3-pointer.
And a 3 is good for Smith again. Hit it right in front of the Lanphier bench. That's 10 made threes for the Lions tonight. 88-43 is their lead. 5:15 to go. Broker at the top of the key. Left side to Vespa. And Vespa with about a 3.5. No good. Long rebound comes out to Smith. Vespa tries to chase him down. He cannot, but Smith misses, and Wright with the tip dunk on the follow-up for Lanphier. Carl Wright can really get off the court, and his leaping ability was on display there. 90-43. Broker misses a 15-footer on the left wing, follows his miss, gets the rebound.
That's the
And draws the foul.
first of 2 of many that we're going to see Carl Wright score over the next couple of years.
Foul, 32, Carl Wright. His first, 17.
Carl Wright was called for the foul defensively. And the free throw for Jack, or at least Nick Broker, is good. Second straight night I've tried to call him Jack. Now the 10 3-pointers made by Lanphier tonight ties the team record in a single game. Broker hits the next free throw. SHG had set that 7 years ago against Springfield High. 90-45. Up top, there's the record breaker as Collins banks in a three from straight out front. The 11th made three in 18 tries for Lanphier tonight. Now everybody's making them. Vespa out of the right corner for three is good. Suddenly has turned into a shooting exhibition. 93-48, 4:15 in the fourth. Spin move by Collins. Took about 3 steps, but wasn't called for the travel, and Jaden will shoot a couple of free throws. Lanphier is 5 points away from the city tournament record for team scoring in a game.
This is Doug Collins' son, you know.
Jaden?
Yes.
5'7" senior. And free throw for Jaden is good. He has scored 8. Doug will bring his Lanphier girls into the city tournament, and we'll broadcast the final night of next week. Second free throw for Collins is good. He's got a chance for a double-digit scoring game with all the points coming in the second half. 95-48, Lanphier by 47. Reed goes to the basket, banks it high off the glass, no good. His right may have gotten a piece of the shot. Coleman the rebound. Smith to the basket, left-hand layup on the rim, no good. And the rebound to Nick Broker for Sycamore Griffin. 95-48. Broker top of the key. Right side Vespa, another three, no good. Weak side rebound to Coleman for Lanphier. 3 points off the team record.
They want 100, they don't want 98.
At the top of the key, Cameron Smith missed the three, and the rebound pulled down by Reed, still playing hard. Front court right side Vespa, yet another three, and that's good. Good for Vincent Vespa. 5'11" senior has hit 3 threes all in the quarter. 95-51 Lanphier, 3:15. A Malik three, no good. Missed it off the right wing. Rebound tapped into the hands of Broker for Sycamore Griffin. Nick to front court, bullet pass low to Chapman, out to Reed. Right side Vespa, steps back for another three. That's no good. Malik has the rebound. Hands off to Collins, races to forecourt, in on Reed. He missed that. Puck got fouled.
Cycle foul, 23, Nolan Reed.
Nolan Reed called for that one. 2:57 to play on the air tomorrow night at 5:40. The third place game, Sycamore Griffin in Springfield. Championship game. These record-setting Lanphier Lions in Southeast. Collins hits the free throw. He's made all 5 of his staff carpet tries. Lanphier has shot lights out tonight.
57.1.
And the free throw for Collins is good. Good from the field, good from three, good from the free throw line. And goodness was Xavier Bishop good. He scored a record-setting 50. A three for Vespa, no good from out front. Good rebound by Reed. Turns left to the basket and misses. Got his own rebound. Worked hard for those 2 points. Reed put it up and in.
Double-double for Reed.
What's that, 10 and 10?
Yep.
97-53. A Lanphier basket gives them the team record for points in a game at the city tournament. Collins on the right side with 2.5. Brings it in with the left-handed dribble. Took about 2.5 steps. Lays it up, no good. Toppled off the rim, but the rebound to Coleman. Out to Collins. Declines a three. Drives around Reed on the left baseline. A circus shot hits the underside of the backboard. The record remains intact at 98 for the moment as the Cyclones rebound with 2:07. And Smith takes it away from Mosley. Drives in left side and got hammered. He'll go to the line with 2:02.
20 turnovers, SHG.
Cameron Smith.
Cameron Smith has 7. He's hit a couple of threes. This is to tie the all-time city tournament record, a 98th point for a team, and it's good. Hit the front of the rim and then dropped in. 98-53. Bishop has the individual single-game record with 50 tonight, smashing Dave Robish's 39 50 years ago. Free throw good, and there it is. 99 for the Lanphier Lions. And they've given the Cyclones 99 problems. A minute 55 in the fourth.
Started with that 9-0 burst, and they haven't taken the foot off the gas pedal since.
Mosley backs it out, declines a three. Up top Ingram, 4-3, that's good.
Heck, SHG may tie that three-point record.
They've made 7, now check it, 8 tonight off that make. 99-56, a minute 34. Malik drives right baseline and inadvertently kicked it, losing it. As it rolled over to Vespa for SHG. Vincent to the front court. Left corner to Ingram, bounces low, intending it for Chapman. He coughs it up. Out of bounds under the basket to Lanphier, and they can go for triple digits this trip.
Yeah, you're going to have to see manslaughter to get any fouls called right now.
121. Well, we've got the security for that if it comes to that. Nobody get any ideas. Collins top of the key. Right sides it to Smith. A 3, in and out, no good. Rebound to Lanphier, though. Right gives to Smith out of the right corner for 3. That's good. 102.
First time we've ever had a 100-point game in the city tournament.
And they actually do have 3 spaces for numbers on the scoreboard, thankfully. 102-56. An airballed 3 by Vespa. 48 seconds, some night.
Now you pull it back and the game's over.
For North End Pride. A 12th made 3, by the way. That's a team record. 102 points for Lanphier. That's a team record. And 50 for Bishop. That's an individual record. With the help from his teammates tonight. Southeast will have its hands full with these Lanphier Lions tomorrow night. 20 seconds. It'll keep away on the dribble. Lanphier not interested in scoring anymore, as Jim suggested. Everybody filing out of the convention center. Saw a good night of basketball. A competitive game in the opener. A record-setting performance by the Lanphier Lions and their star guard Bishop in the nightcap. It goes in the books as a 102-56 Lanphier win over SHG.
And 102 points scored by Lanphier.
The Lanphier student section has not been the biggest one here this week. That's been a competition between Springfield High and SHG. Southeast players could use the support of a bigger crowd tomorrow night in the championship game. But the kids who showed up tonight with North End Pride danced all night. Boy, what a performance by Lanphier. Let's send it over to Tim Schweitzer. He's got head coach Blake Turner, and I think he'll probably grab Xavier Bishop as well. We'll have